There are many options for talented people, but to be able to do something that beyond just your mundane day-to-day needs is what really motivates people.
Hey, Vivek, how are you?
Hey, Brian, good afternoon. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you again as well. Thank you for the amazing conversation we had earlier. And I know this conversation is going to be just as exciting. So I'm super excited. I'm going to jump into it in 1 second. But for our entire audience here, and I can't wait to get to thousands of our associates now today. But this conversation that I want to have is an important conversation. It really centers around what I've been referring to and what we've been focusing on at Banfield is the intersection of pet health and societal well-being. Societal well-being, to me, is about us at Banfield being a beacon for how a company ought to behave in society. And specifically, we've been focused on not only taking care of our associates, the pets, and the clients, but also what's our role in the community to model these behaviors for other businesses. And specifically, when I think about culture, which is my top priority, the strategic direction of the company is second priority. Why? Because culture is the most important thing. Strategy without empathy is a wasted idea, and it's about connecting to people in an authentic way. And many issues in society we've tackled, and that has shown up in culture, whether it's through our equity, inclusion, and diversity journey, or through our health and well-being journey. So health and well-being has been powerful for us. It's about a healthy body, a healthy mind, healthy finances, healthy career, and healthy community. And this partnership that Banfield has with InStride solves a lot of those big issues in society. And I'm super excited about this partnership. So I'm going to let you do the justice because it's fantastic to hear from you. Your passion and your leadership is incredible. It's truly inspiring. So Vivek, I'm going to turn it over to you. Why don't you tell our audience here a little bit about yourself, and then I'd love for you to tell them about what InStride does, because I think it's most important to hear from you.
Thank you, Brian, and thanks for hosting me. And first of all, congratulations on everything that you and your associates do as the leaders in your category in the country. And congratulations also on a mindset wherein you start your mission statement by saying, we take care of people so that they can take care of pets. That's just wonderful, and my compliments to everyone. By introduction, I'm the CEO and founder of InStride, which is a strategic enterprise education company. Our mission, just like yours, is basically through people. We help employers provide life-changing, career-boosting education to their employees in partnership with the leading universities and colleges worldwide. And we're very proud to partner with your organization, and the 26 associates have gone through the initial program. It's just fantastic, a lot more to come.
Well, I absolutely love it. And that's exactly right. We have 26 associates that are in this pilot program with InStride, where it's not just about education, it's about an educational pathway to ensure that education, getting an education is not a barrier. And we know that when our associates can get an education, what this means, not just to our business, not just to their team, but to themselves and their families, the personal impact this has on their life is truly, just undeniable. And it really excites me. So how did you found InStride? Like, what was the passion around education, and why is that your thing there, I would say?
So in addition to having, being fortunate to have deep corporate experience across organizations like Disney and Yahoo and McKinsey, I'm also a professor. I teach data science at University of Southern California. So I had this unique vantage point, Brian, wherein I could look at corporations as a professor and universities as an executive. And what we found was there was a need for an organization that could span different cultures, different KPIs, but change the narrative in online education from a focus on enrollment to a focus on outcome. So for example, when we send our siblings or kids to colleges, yes, we care about which college to go. We care about joining. We care about graduation. But what we really care about is, will they make a change in their life? And that's what we want to have from InStride as well. So the focus of InStride was to create a boundary spanning organization that would fundamentally do three things. One is help organizations create social impact through education to their employees, while also creating business impact. Both are important. Number two, we thought our corporate partners like yours want to bring education from the leading global universities and colleges. These tend to be public, nonprofit, ideally the ones that have reputation for driving student outcomes. And thirdly, we wanted to make it really frictionless and convenient. Your associates are busy, Brian, right? They don't need too
Right.
much cumbersome education program. They want something very simple, a technology platform that can really tell them and hold their hands and walk with them towards the graduation journey. So that's a concept of InStride.
I love it. Absolutely love it. And our 26 associates, by the way, are thrilled. The feedback that they're telling us about how important this is to their personal lives and something they are able to achieve that maybe they thought they wouldn't been able to do. So thank you very much for this partnership. So speaking of partnerships, one of the reasons I know we are exploring this, I was absolutely just blown away from Howard Schultz's book around education. And it was one of his chapters in his most recent book. And it just talked about the importance of education and how there's so many barriers that people either can't get an education, they can't pursue it, or they have these self-imposed barriers. But everyone really deserves this education and how meaningful it is. And so it was an easy conversation from that book saying, what are we doing about this? Because it is an important topic in this country. And we shouldn't have this barrier that prevents some people from getting an education and some not. And we know, I mean, there's enough statistics out there that says when you don't have it, how that truly impacts people's lives. And I don't think I don't find that acceptable. I'll say it that way. So for some of your partnerships, maybe you can talk to our group here and just talk a little bit about a couple of partnerships and how important it has been to them and some of the outcomes that they've received.
Yeah, definitely. Let's start with Starbucks, since that's the one you brought up, which is not just a partner, but it's been an inspiration for InStride. The Starbucks College Regiment plan, it enables all partners, their version of associates, to take advantage of education with bare minimal eligibility. And so far they have had over 17,000 partners go through education. 5,000 have graduated. But the important thing, as I said, is not what they have done through education, but what it has meant for them. So
Sure.
for the partners, those who have graduated from the program, they have grown through the organization 180% faster. They've also stayed with Starbucks much longer, close to 22 months. And for Starbucks, what they found was for everybody who joins Starbucks, 20% of new recruits cite education as the number one reason they join Starbucks. So
Wow.
it's meaningful for the learner, for the partner, but it's also meaningful for the organization. Another partner I would talk about, which works with Starbucks, which works with Arizona State University, is Uber. They started this education program a couple of years back, and there also any eligible driver can take advantage of this program. But in their case, since the drivers are very busy driving, they requested that they have an option to pass the benefit to friends and family. So today, any eligible driver in Uber in North America, in US in particular, not only has access to the program, but they can also pass it on to somebody in their family. I met individuals who have, I met an individual once who had his daughter doing a 4-year nursing program online from Arizona State. And in his own words, he said, I drive because I educate my daughter. And I think that's just fantastic.
Wow, that's how cool is that to have that experience, to hear that firsthand from someone and the importance that has. That's absolutely terrific. I absolutely love it. I love what you guys are standing for. Maybe tell our group here a little bit. Talk a little bit about how you started InStride. But one of the things I find fascinating that I absolutely love is when you talk about your culture and the volunteerism, that mindset and the mentality that really rallies everyone in your organization on this higher purpose, if you will. So maybe talk a little bit about that. That'd be fantastic to hear.
Well, just like you, Brian, I'm very focused on culture. We were uniquely lucky that when we started InStride and we started talking to potential candidates for joining InStride, we had a very clear mission. I would say we are in the business of helping employers make a unique contribution to their employees so that they can have a career boosting, life-changing transition in partnership with universities. And people can relate to that. People understand what education means to them. People understand the $1.5 trillion of student debt that we have facing as a country.
Huge.
People understand there are 37 million Americans who are in jobs who started college but did not finish. So everybody understands the importance of education. So that really helped us. And it did not help us just with our employees, it also helped us with our advisors. So we have close to 7 Fortune 100 former CEOs who joined as our partners, who joined as our advisors. And to them, it was the same motivation. They said, look, we have had a great career. Now we want to contribute back. And we believe there's no better way to contribute than to support somebody's education. And the thing about culture is we were very particular right from day one, Brian, that we have a very unique expectation from those who join InStride, whom we call InStriders. So that's our version of associates. And we said InStriders are tenacious A-grade volunteers. And tenacious because, business is not always easy. You have ups and downs, and you have to see things through so that you can support your corporate and academic partners. Yeah. A-grade because we want to bring our best game to partners like you. But volunteer in the sense that we want it to be for a higher calling. There are many options for talented people, but to be able to do something that beyond just your mundane day-to-day needs is what really motivates people. And it shouldn't have been a surprise to me, but it was a surprise at that time that this volunteer concept resonated a lot with InStriders. So we've been very lucky that way.
I love it. Well, I can relate to the volunteer culture because what drives me and what really motivates me is our associates' passion to make a better world for pets. And in order for us to truly make a better world for pets, it's about making a better world for our associates and providing the right environment and culture for them so they can do their best work. And that's truly where you have mutuality, where your associate's taken care of. As a result, you have a better team dynamic. When you have a better team dynamic, that creates better efficiencies in the hospital, and then you're able to impact more pets, and you can take, and impact, your clients through great service. And it's truly a mutual benefit for all. So that's absolutely fantastic. Well, I want to congratulate you and your organization and your entire team on a couple of awards you recently received. So Inc.'s inaugural magazine of Best in Business, congratulations on that, and Fortune magazine's top Impact 20 report list. So absolutely, first of all, congratulations. And when you win a couple awards like Fortune magazine's Impact 20, and an inaugural recognition from Inc. magazine and Best in Business, like, what does that mean to you? How much pride do you have? And also, how much does that motivate you to do more?
Well, it's certainly we're very proud of it. It's very humbled by it as well. I think both these awards, both by Fortune and Inc. magazine, they are a recognition of the social impact we have as a company. And Brian, as you would know, this is also an expectation that investors, employees, customers have. This is what we call as the stakeholder capitalism, or the era of and. Business impact and social impact. There is no or, there is no choice. There is a way that we can do both. Another way to say this is, as the Inc. magazine said, was doing well by doing good. And you don't necessarily have to make that choice. That choice is a very false choice. You can do both. And so today we feel very proud that we have these 26,000 learners whom we are supporting through InStride. But as we translate that impact on their lives, we're very proud to say that we have saved $165 million of student debt. And I know the problem is much bigger than that, but that's our contribution to society. And as we do that, we make meaningful contribution to those businesses as well. And that's what these two awards have recognized in us.
Well, I love it. Again, congratulations. You should be very proud of those awards, because you're right. It's the outcomes of the behaviors. And that's what I always talk to our Banfield leaders when they're thinking about impacting their hospitals, or facing those impediments, or they're trying to get over the hump. It is focus on the behaviors, because the results are nothing more than the outcome of the leadership behaviors. And
Absolutely.
when we struggle, it's about asking better questions, or asking more questions of our leaders to understand, how can you help me? And I find that to be the biggest opportunity. And so that's just fantastic. So congratulations to you. And listen, by the way, that's terrific. You saved $165 million of student debt. I mean, arguably, that's one of the next financial bubbles to potentially burst, with over $1.6 trillion of student debt. it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And that just, I mean, those are bigger issues in society. You can go to school and take on hundreds of thousands of dollars of student debt, but you come out maybe with a business degree trying to get a loan to start your business. You may not get a loan. Yeah. So there's a mismatch in terms of how people can even take debt, and people shouldn't have to take debt to get educated to provide a better life for themselves and their family. So it's, I commend you, and I'm so thankful for our partnership, by the way. This is absolutely terrific.
Same here, and congratulations also to your leadership, Brian. I tell our other prospect partners, I said, we need more folks like you and Kevin and Dara who have taken the leap and who truly understand that the impact that we have for our communities, our investors, our customers is actually through our people.
That's
and
absolutely
if we can make a meaningful difference to their lives, that's where it all starts from.
I'll tell you, I'll put $1 bet and investment on our people every single day, and I know that the return on investment is a better life for our people, and that's what motivates me. And I think that's the easiest way to really not only make a better world in society, but if you're focused on that bottom line, I'm telling you, invest in your people, you'll always get a better ROI than anything else.
Absolutely.
So, I absolutely love it. Well, I could ask you questions all day long. I'm a raving fan. Consider me a brand advocate. Whatever you need, I'm all in. This is terrific. So this is going to go to thousands of our associates across our hospitals, and I'm so thankful for over 19,000 associates in Banfield and for their commitment to their purpose to make a better world for pets. So knowing that this is going to go to thousands of our associates, I would leave you with the final word. Any advice that you would have or anything you want to leave our associates with? I know that they would love to get something from you.
Well, I want to first start by thanking you and your team of 19,000 associates. You are the leaders, the best in what you do, but with a mindset, once again, you take care of the people so that they take care of the pets. And it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful mental model. We're also very thankful, very proud of our initial pilot partnership. I have also, just like you, Brian, seen the feedback from the 26 associates who participated. It's off the chart, very humbling. And we are committed to doing whatever it takes for you and your organization to make a difference to the lives of these associates, so that through that, they can make a difference to the pets they care about, as well as the broader community. But thank you again for your partnership, and the best is yet to come.
You're absolutely right. The best is yet to come. And this is a great example of a fantastic leader who has a personal passion around education and truly making a better world. And so, Vivek, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for all your words, your advice, your wisdom, and your passion for truly making a better world. So thank you very much. And I look forward to this partnership. Let's continue on this journey.
There you go. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for joining. Can't wait to get any more comments or any feedback from you. And again, please let us know what more we can do to help. It's about us truly making a better world for pets. But in order to do that, we got to take care of each other and create the right culture. So when we make a better world for our associates, we will make a better world for pets. Thank you all very much. See you, everybody.